This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in?
Please come in. Aditi.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, Aditi. Please sit down. You are from Varanasi.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, a lot of things are happening in Varanasi. Are you happy? Not happy?
So, development-wise and economy-wise, it is a very welcome change that we are seeing, especially after the inauguration of Kashi Vishwanath corridor, and also developmental projects like widening of roads and construction of ring road. And we also recently inaugurated a big convention center, Rudraksh Convention Center. So development-wise, we are really happy with.
And spiritual-wise? It's supposed to be a city of spiritualism and learning. So, in these two areas, what is happening?
Sir, in spirituality, we recently inaugurated the Sarvaved Mandir in...
that is nothing but infrastructure. You can consider all kinds of temples, that will come under the category of infrastructure. It was supposed to be a city of Fakkad, no?
Sir, in spirituality terms, we are recently working with under Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat, the Kashi Tamil Sangamam and Kashi Telugu Sangam was recently conducted in the city. So, there are heritage walks that are planned when the tourists are coming in. And in learning, sir...
No. Do you think that the character of Varanasi as a town is changing for good or changing for bad? That is what my question is.
Okay, sir.
Character of the town.
Sir, from what...
You have been living in this town since birth, no? So, you tell me, in last 20 years, what kind of a change do you feel, not which you observe?
Sir, character of the town, I see the town from two perspectives. The character one is spirituality, and second is the assimilation culture that we have. The Ganga Jamuna Tehzeeb that is also reflected in the city. Sir, I think that the basic character is still intact. However, the infrastructure that is being developed is promoting these characters and engraving it. For people of multiple faiths, they are coming to the city, they are seeking a spiritual experience. So, the experience for them has been, it has become better in recent time.
You are taking geography. All right. So, suppose I ask you to travel from Gangotri to Howrah. Tell me the main city you will come across along the river Ganga.
So, Haridwar would be, then Rishikesh.
So, first you will go to Haridwar and then to Rishikesh?
So, I might be confused.
Rishikesh first and then Haridwar. Thereafter all.
Then, sir, Varanasi, Kanpur, and...
so, you will go to Varanasi first and then go to Kanpur?
Kanpur and then Varanasi. And, sir, then Kolkata is situated on the banks of Howrah.
What happened to Allahabad, which is known as Prayagraj?
Yes, sir, Prayagraj.
And Patna. No? All right. You are a student of geography. Tell me, what is the difference between Hindu Kush and Himalaya? How would you differentiate these two mountain ranges?
So, the Hindu Kush mountain range comprises of Trans-Himalayas, Himalayas and Himadri, and also the Karakoram range under the Trans-Himalayan region. It is located, the point is located in the northwestern region as we see in India and Pakistan and Afghanistan. And so Himalayas are a sub part of the
No, you said Hindu Kush is trans-Himalayan.
So it comprises of Trans-Himalayas, Himalayas, and Shivalik. The whole.
Shivalik is a part of Hindu Kush? No, ma'am. Shivalik is a part of Himalayas, no? No?
Yes, sir.
Then you're getting confused. Don't worry. Don't get nervous. I must tell you, Aditi, it is not the test of your knowledge. It is basically test of your personality, evaluation of your personality. So we would like to know your truthfulness, whether you are speaking from your heart, empathy, and adherence to the values enshrined in the Constitution, and these kinds of things. Brilliance, team builder, team member, that kind of thing. All right. Having said that, tell me that you did your dentistry from Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras, BHU. That you did in 17. Thereafter, what have you been doing? Because I observed that you joined as mentor evaluator in 22. So between 17 and 22, what were you doing?
Sir, in 2018, I did the 1-year internship in Sir Sundarlal Hospital after the course. And then sir started practicing. However, during COVID, between first and second wave, I joined a clinic and I practiced for 4 months. And after my interview got over for the 21 cycle, I took a break. I joined as a
21
mentor.
cycle means you had written this examination earlier also.
Yes.
And you qualified for the interview.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. But that is not reflected here. Anyway, and how many marks did you obtain in interview?
So in the interview, so 143 marks.
So why did you score low?
Sir, the two things that I evaluated for myself was the depth of knowledge or interest in a particular topic. My vision was very narrow when looking at issues in general. And second, sir, some self-inhibition that I had developed over the years, especially after passing my college.
Oh, all right, okay. All right, my last question. What are your views on the restrictions imposed or the regulation imposed by the government of Uttarakhand in case of live-in relationship? Are you in agreement with that? Are you in disagreement with them?
Sir, in the recent Uniform Civil Code in the Uttarakhand, there is a provision for registration for all the live-in relationships. Sir, I think it is a positive step because there are some services like insurance and some basic social security benefits that these couples lack. However, making it mandatory might also become a challenge towards the people.
So, if it is not mandatory, then who is going to get it registered?
So the people who are in need, who want to take social security
Tell me,
benefits.
from your interaction with your friends and other circle of yours, do you think anybody would like to get these kinds of relationship registered with the police?
Sir, most of these decisions are based upon how these things are perceived in their families. If their families are open about it, then then people can go forward and register these relationships.
No, whether they are open or not open, I mean, whether the parents are open or not open, don't you think it will compromise the privacy of the lady at least? Why should she get it registered? Why should she announce to the entire world that I'm in a relationship with a such and such person? That she may do on a Facebook, that's a separate issue. No? Well, you tell me.
Yes, sir.
Will you be comfortable if you happen to be in a living relationship to get it registered with the police?
Sir, I agree that it should not be a mandatory thing for people.
If it is not mandatory, then it is not there. That means what you can say that yes, they have created a mechanism that if you want, you can go to such and such place and you can get it registered. This is what I'm saying? Yes. All right. Okay.
Aditi, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah.
What are the 3 major health concerns for India or Indians?
So, Firstly, because we are dealing with hunger, so malnutrition is one challenge. We are seeing a triple burden of malnutrition, and hidden hunger comes within it. And also, sir, as we are urbanizing, so the non-communicable disease prevalence is also increasing. It is already increasing at a rapid pace in urban areas, and now it's also percolating in the rural areas. And so thirdly, the burden for cancer, various types of cancer is also one challenge that India will be facing.
So what suggestion would you give to the government of India if you're selected and if you are asked to give suggestions to contain these health problems? What suggestion would you give?
So may I take a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, it could go in three dimensions. First is to tackle the nutrition problem. We saw that anemia is a big problem amongst women. 57% of the women are affected by anemia. So screening at every PHC and school level can be done to check the women who are suffering, and as a result of that, we can provide them health supplements of iron folic tablets and also include fortified food grains to tackle the malnutrition problem. So secondly, promotion of a healthy lifestyle, because obesity is becoming a problem, and non-communicable diseases like cardiovascular disease, especially after long COVID, we are seeing a reaction to that. So a healthy lifestyle can be promoted in terms of healthy food, and then organization of marathons, walks that can be done in various parts of our country. And so thirdly, in terms of cancer, we do see that there is a gender inequality in terms of the cancer which is screened. Less women are screened and less women take the treatment for cancer. So there, I think research and innovation in better and cheaper cancer treatment is one area we can focus upon.
There's a recent news related to cancer treatment. Are you aware of that? Some news from Russia?
So from Russia, I'm unaware. So
They have developed some vaccine to prevent cancer. Is it possible?
So I'm sorry, sir, I'll have to read more on that.
Okay, my last question to you. 2023, since you have taken geography, 2023 was particularly a landmark year in terms of global warming. What exactly happened in 2023? And what steps would be taken to stop the recurrence of that?
So the global average temperature, we are very close to reach the 1.5 degrees Celsius. That was one event, and rising mean sea level was also seen in 2023. And extreme weather events at various parts of the globe were seen. So one of the, in terms of what steps we can take now is, first and foremost, the loss and damage fund, which we have finalized. Then better structuring of that, and then promoting developed countries to contribute to that fund and help the countries which are facing these extreme global weather events. That can be done. So secondly, the mission life that we have promoted, everyday lifestyle changes that can be greener choices for individual can totally, in accumulation, they can also prevent, bigger damages or faster growth of average temperature increase. And so third, I think now that we are facing challenges in developing EVs, the electric vehicles, then going for hybrid vehicles for now, especially in India, then we can curb greenhouse gases as well as vehicular pollution.
Right, good.
Okay, Aditi. So, your position leadership in coordinated breastfeeding awareness drive at PHC Varanasi. Okay, so can you tell me that especially what type of challenges in urban areas, especially those who are working mothers, so what type of challenges in breastfeeding?
Ma'am, one is the 9-to-5 job if a woman is taking, or even if she is working in informal sector, then she cannot carry the baby along. So there becomes challenging in regular feeding of the baby. So usually mothers, they go for the formula foods or soft diet before the 6 months, the exclusive breastfeeding period. So that is one challenge. They cannot take their children. There are lesser crèche facilities, so that becomes a problem. And second, ma'am, I think there is an ease towards going for packaged powdered milk and then pre-packaged foods, soft food for children. So women are opting more.
And that
because
is not more helpful for the infant also.
that is one challenge, and also lactational challenges that women are facing because of lifestyle changes, so lesser production of milk and hormonal challenges.
Privacy in public areas is also a biggest concern.
Yes, ma'am.
And especially in rural areas, what type of challenges?
Ma'am, one awareness issue is already there because women are not knowing that 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding has to be done, and that is leading to a lot of diarrhea related death in children from rural areas.
Okay. Okay, Aditi. Your hobby is to books on realistic fiction and magical realism. So recently, you read any book which is related to magical realism?
Yes,
like
ma'am.
Harry Potter is also the example of magical realism.
That is a fantasy, and magical realism is a books which are based on a realistic setup but have some magical elements that
In Harry Potter, that also consists magical elements also.
ma'am,
So how can we not say like that book is not related to magical realism?
ma'am, the setup entirely, Hogwarts is a fictional place and it is magical setup in itself, so that is a fantasy genre.
So which book you read recently?
Ma'am, I recently read Before the Coffee Gets Cold by it's a translated book of a Japanese author,
Okay.
T. Kawaguchi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Okay. You also, your hobby is Kathak dance. So tell me, Aditi, that especially in North India, we have only one classical dance, and most of is from South India. So why? Do you think so?
Yes, ma'am. We have more dances in southern India, but Chau dance, that is having.
That is folk dance.
Ma'am,
That is not
Ministry-
classical dance. That is not listed in classical dance.
Ma'am, Satariya is there in Assam, that
That is
northeastern part.
northeast region. I am talking about the North India.
Yes, ma'am. We have just one classical dance in North India.
But in one classical dance, we can see the concept of gharanas also, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Like Raipur gharana, Banaras gharana.
Ma'am, gharanas are developed because some new characteristics in the dance form, which is taught to 3 generations. So that Shiism comes from there. So we've developed 3 gharanas, and because in
So we
North
can
India,
say na, that from one classical dance, we have different gharanas also.
yes, ma'am. Surely.
Okay, Aditi, you are also dentist. So tell me that dental practices don't have enough support staff to support prior patients. Do you think so?
Yes, ma'am. Dental mechanics and dental hygienists are the diploma courses, and especially dental assistants, dental mechanics, and dental hygienists. We have lesser number of staff there, so support staff surely is lesser. And this has also been highlighted in the recent dental commission. So we're working towards increasing more of the support staff in dental sector.
Dental sector. Okay. Melting glaciers affect the weather patterns and human activities on the earth. So can you explain in 2 statements?
Ma'am, it is because of the positive feedback mechanism.
Melting glacier is positive.
The impact because of melting glacier, because increased albedo, then again increases the global average temperature, which causes melting of glacier. So the whole loop is developed, and extreme weather events due to that are becoming more common. Weather
And
patterns.
how it affect human activities on earth?
Ma'am, the shifting of snow line to a higher altitude and a higher latitude is being seen. So lesser Arctic spaces. One positive thing is there that the agricultural expansion can go more northwards because of melting glaciers. And secondly, one negative challenge is that of mean sea level rise. So more habitations are being denuded.
Okay, one last question, that why India is considered as a subcontinent?
Ma'am, there are physical and human geographical features which make India a subcontinent. One is the physical features diversity that we have. We have Himalayas on the south, and we are bounded by ocean, about 7,500 kilometers of coastline. And in terms of human geography, we have a mix of cultures and a mix of cultures in terms of language, the dressing sense. So that makes India a subcontinent.
Okay, okay.
All right, Aditi. In Indian mythology, who was Aditi?
So in Rig Veda, she is said to be mother of all gods, and particularly sun, mother of sun.
So your optional is geography. If I'll say that you have to put Varanasi as per Köppen's classification. Are you aware what is Köppen's classification?
Yes, sir.
So in which zone it will come?
I'm sorry, sir. I think I'll have to revise that.
Okay, no problem. So you perform Kathak. Can you tell me few of the mudras in Kathak? Important one only.
So the most important mudra is the Aral mudra. That is the beginner's mudra in Kathak.
You are talking about hand mudras or?
Hand mudra, sir. In Abhinay Darpan, we have both single hand mudras and both the hand mudras. So Aral mudra is one common mudra used in.
And what does it signify?
Sir, it signifies. It is a mudra for. It signifies multiple things. One of that is of destruction and also construction. So that is one thing. Then second, sir, Tripataka mudra is there, and the Chandra mudra and Ardha Chandra mudra is there.
All right. Okay, you represented India at Harvard Project for Asian and International Relations. Can you tell me what is Harvard Project for Asian and International Relations?
So it began in 1990. So it was a project that is student led, and they promote the basic aim behind this project is connecting the leaders of today with leaders of tomorrow. So they host various discourses. One is there in the Harvard University itself, and the other was in any Asian countries. So the basic challenges that Asian countries are facing, that is the main focus area, and also innovative startups that have come in, or innovative ideas that are changing the way people's lives are in the Asian countries.
So based on experience at this, Harvard Project for Asian and International Relations, how do you see that? What are the problems of Asian countries in current scenario, and how would you solve them?
So one challenge is that of inequality. So Asian countries still form a part of global south. So there is poverty and nutritional challenges. In terms of access of health also, we are having challenges because lesser research and development is being done on cheaper and better healthcare. So that becomes a challenge, one of the challenge. And so thirdly, the access to energy in general in this area, that is also one big challenge, along with climate change.
Okay, many developed countries are showing interest in global south. As far as the African countries are concerned, what is the reason?
So the resource potential specifically in Africa is high, and also now that we are shifting to cleaner energy methods, so the potential for clean energy is higher in global south. Because they lie in the tropical area, so there is potential for sun energy, and then rare earth minerals are also, the resources are being found in Africa. And for the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and other emerging technologies, then we need silicon and rare earth metals.
Okay, so you're a geography student. I will ask my last question that there are two theories, heartland theory and rimland theory. Which theory do you find more applicable in today's perspective?
Sir, in today's globalized world, having oneself located in a rimland is becoming more profitable in terms of connectivity and global trade. So I would prefer.
What would be the rimland and what would be the other countries around it?
Sir, the rimland
Who propounded rimland theory? Okay, just carry on.
sir.
All right. What would be the rimland area?
So the countries that it would constitute would be India, Myanmar, the Indian Ocean region, the coastline, northern coastline of the Indian Ocean region.
Okay, just revise it. Thanks.
Aditi, you are a wonderful candidate. You have got huge potential. You are confident, articulate, very pleasing personality, and you have got huge accomplishment. Kathak dance, Harvard project, Isha Foundation, and you are a dentist. So all these are in your favor. वैसे भी you are a wonderful candidate as far as the communication skills are concerned. So don't worry about it. उसके चक्कर में आप बिल्कुल मत पड़िए. आप केवल अपना जो डैफ के हैं करंट इवेंट्स, इंडियन इकोनॉमी, बजट, इन सब चीज़ के बारे में, एंड जो भी कुछ हो रहा है रोज. व्हाट न्यूज़पेपर डू यू रीड?
Sir, Indian Express and Mint.
Oh, very good. I seldom come across a person who is reading Mint.
So I just started reading.
So
because
Indian Express, and then take one more newspaper, maybe Hindu or in Times of India or whatever. कोई एक कॉन्सेप्ट भी है.
Okay,
क्या होता है वही चीज़ जब 2 बार पढ़ते हो तो it will stick to your mind, and maybe in some time new enlightenment also comes in.
Right. Sir.
All right. Take care. Good luck to you.